preacher.
Yeah.
He's dating this woman as an international bishop, preaching the gospel, winning souls all over the world.
Yeah.
But never committed to this woman in a more intimate relationship. So they had Ricky Smiley had us on his show. And they asked the question, Bishop Jones, why haven't you committed to Loretta and asked her to marry you? He says, I was married.
Yes.
And I'm messed up in my mind. I'm conflicted about this.
Yes.
My Bible teaches me if I marry again in the state I'm in, you said I fell in love with the wrong bride. I fell in love with the bride of Christ.
What's the question you gonna ask?
Well, if you just be patient, big homie, I'll let you know. You know, just be
preach
patient.
it out.
No, I want to clarify this because all you guys are
I'm
listening.
anxious to see what your point is.
Heinrich, we're getting discourse before we have dialogue.
Right. It's not about you though. See, you're on the outside looking in. He had another woman. He left because of ministry that caused a divorce. Called his first wife.
I can't speak on that. Only he can speak on that.
I was talking to him until you jumped in. I said you jumped in the Kool-Aid. I'm letting you know what flavor it is. If any one of them would have jumped on me, they definitely would have crawled off. They would have jumped on, but they would have crawled off. I had my posse with me, but you just couldn't see my posse. And then my posse is the Holy Spirit, okay? I'm happy for you. But who I'm not happy for, your first wife, seeing how happy you are, and everybody else around you happy. And my question is, before I even come to this wedding, because I don't want, it seems like I'm condoning something that the Bible calls wrong. And my question is this, have you made it right with your first wife? Did you ask her to apologize? Did you apologize to her for allowing ministry to become your mistress and not take care of her the way you should have? And your children.
All right, now.
So I'm glad you have peace with that because you're her son.
That's what I'm saying. He got it right with it.
Why can I hear? Thank you, sir. Why can I hear Bishop tell it?
Sit down, Ron, because your noise is empty. You could quietly tell us something that doesn't make sense. You don't have to scream it.
Yeah, because every time he answers, you come back.
No, I didn't come back with nothing. He haven't even answered yet. Okay. I just got the question out, then he jumped in. So I'm good.
The real issue.
So did you make it right with your first wife?
For Ron to ask whether I made it right with my first wife. Why? I don't understand how Ron thinks that I could operate on this level and not do the basics that's required of any man in any relationship, and that is, when you're wrong, make it right. My apologizing to her does not stop her pain.
No, not at all.
I have apologized to her.
Wow.
When I did that, and I said to my daughter, I said, how's your mother feeling about me? She said, my mother's gotten over you, Dad.
The reason why I'm so concerned about Bishop Noel Jones reaching out to his old wife and making peace with his past, because I'm from a divorced home. My dad divorced my mom when I was a teenager in Compton. My dad was my everything. He was my police officer. He was my disciplinarian. He taught me a work ethic. But when he left, all boundaries fell. And my mom was miserable. I took my hat to you, Bishop Jones. Why? Because you're being honest. Okay? I got one more gripe.
You said you had one.
No, I didn't say I had one. No. Well, all y'all know.
How many more things? Hey, Ron, how many more things you got in that bag?
He has the audacity.
How many more things you got in that bag?
This bishop has the audacity to propose to his beautiful bride with a Cracker Jack block. You asked me, am I going to be in the wedding? This is germane to my answer right here.
The Cracker Jack box, nobody really knows the backstory. I was on my way to the church to make my proposal. And I thought to myself that I need to put a little flair in it. So I remember as a child, things come in a Cracker Jack box. So what I wanted to do with Loretta was, I walk up, I pull out a Cracker Jack box, and then all of a sudden, I pull a serious piece of ring.
Can I respond to that?
He is not the prize. She's the prize.
Oh, no, don't get that
A
confused.
man that findeth a wife.
Don't get that
He gonna
confused.
go in a
Reverend.
Cracker Jack box. Well, I got a Cracker Jack prize for you.
And what did
I got a Cracker Jack. I brought a Cracker Jack.
Let me
Because
ask
you
you-
gonna need it, Doc.
Let me ask you a question, Ron.
It's some blue pills. It's some blue pills.
Starting stuff now.
You got a young wife.
Ron is giving me Viagra. Can you imagine that? He's gonna give me Viagra. He does not understand the DNA that runs into us Joneses.
Actually, this is not Viagra. It's really Tic Tacs, but they're the color of Viagra. Loretta comes down the staircase. Women are not allowed at all. It's a man cave.
I just showed up to bring Noel a gift for the bachelor's party. How's everybody doing?
Beautiful, Loretta. Good to see you.
Loretta came down the stairs and the whole room went quiet. Why? Because when beauty walks into a room, all of the clamor of intellectual conceptualization and argument goes out the door.
So I just dropped in to bring you some gifts.
Woo!
Let me show you the shoes I want you to wear for the wedding.
She has on, huh?
These are size 13.
Camera see this.
Size 13.
Wow, red button.
Good Googa Mooga.
I've loaned Noel for quite a long time, and we've decided to make our love public, and we both deserve his happiness.
Oh, it was the blood.
The blood.
It's a signature cologne that I prefer you to wear on the day as well.
What is that, Loretta?
It's a Louis Vuitton cologne.
Look at that bottle. He's gonna find out they're called females because they cost. That's a fee when you get a wife, and she has some pretty high taste, and so he's going to be investing for the rest of his life.
So you guys having a good time?
Very good. I don't know about
After the fight.
I know no one is down here arguing but Ron Gibson. I already know that.
No one fight with him over there.
No, it was great.
Ask Ron if he comes to the wedding.
Ron, are you coming to the wedding?
Of course. Now I have an understanding that he made peace with his first wife and his children, and he's free to marry again. So yes, I'll be there with bells and whistles and a gift in my hand.
I would like Ron to come to the wedding, but it doesn't matter to me because the significance of what I'm doing has nothing to do with Ron being there or not being there.
I think you all are a beautiful couple.
And Ron brought some gifts too out of the Cracker Jack.
Oh, he did? What did he bring?
Don't worry about
Help me out. What happens in man cave?
Stays in the man cave.